My name's Neil Balthaser and I'm your host at Ultra Mobility, the channel all about Class B camper vans. If you're interested in Class B camper vans or are looking to buy, this is the channel for you. If you haven't done so already, I ask you to please consider subscribing. It's super easy. Just click the subscribe button and it'll help me continue to make great videos. Oh boy, have I got a treat for you today. We are inside a 2018 Winnebago Revel. Now these things are selling like hotcakes, and part of the reason is because this is built on the Mercedes Short Sprinter 4x4 platform. So this is a 4x4 RV. In addition, this is an all-season RV. So all the plumbing and everything and the holding tanks are heated. They're all on the inside. So this is one of the only RVs out there that is both four-season and four-wheel drive. Now, I'm sitting inside of the lounge. This layout is very similar to European models that we would see, where you have the lounge in the front with a jump seat, and then the two captain's chairs can spin around. It's very similar to the layout of the Travato 59G as well as the Aktiv and Aktiv 2.0. This table can flip up to become a larger table, as you can see, or it can fold down and stow away. This particular configuration is very popular in Europe. Most European RVs that you look at have this front lounge setup, and there's a reason for it, and it's because in a van this size, keep in mind this van is 19 feet 7 inches long, and yet you have a large livable lounge up front, a nice galley in the middle, a bathroom, and then a huge, this is a garage in the back, as well as a bedroom that's on a lift. The bed can come down on a lift electronically. Pretty cool. Now I'm looking around, there are some nice design features inside of the lounge. You have these double paned acrylic windows here and on the opposite side as well. So these are not the standard Mercedes windows that ship, for instance, on something like the Ascent or on the SS Agile by Road Trek. But these are added in by Winnebago, and they are double paned, so they are better in the cold winter weather. And they have the ability, because they are awning style, they have the ability to pop out like this. Isn't that nice? So they pop out. And if it's raining, you don't get any rain in, and they pop out a long ways as well. Now, I don't know how I feel about acrylic windows yet. They haven't been out long enough for me to really research them, so I'm going to wait and see. But I like the fact that they are double paned. I think that's really nice. You've got two USB ports up here. You've got strip lighting here. This is a strip where you can buy things to connect up here to hang things, or if you want lights and things like that, someplace to put your iPad, to have a screen over here. This is a railing for that. You have your control center back behind. Now, you know my feeling about control centers. I don't like all the clutter, and there's a lot of clutter here. But and it looks, you have a rather kind of old looking furnace control here. You do have solar charging, which is great. And you do have an inverter, which is also nice. So this has both the inverter and solar as a part of this package. I think it just would have been better if they put multiplex wiring in and then just put a nice touchscreen panel here and cleared all of this up so you don't have it. Now the seat on this is not as comfortable as on the Aktiv by far. It doesn't feel like the cushions are as nice, and it feels like it sits much more upright. There's no headrest behind me, and also if you notice, the seat belts are simply lap seat belts. They're not the shoulder restraint seat belts. So the lounge is, seat belted, jump seat. You can get two people in here. I would think the Aktiv is safer because of the headrests and the shoulder restraints that they put in. This also does, I believe, convert into a bed as well up front. So you can have an extra person or maybe some kids sleeping up front here. But the Revel is really set up for kind of a single person or a couple who are very outdoorsy. That's why it's a 4x4 option, and that's why it has a dual paned windows and the interior plumbing. This is really an outdoor adventures person's RV. That is why they built this, is to hit that market. And I think they put a lot of things in that are going to appeal to that market. Now, I like the flooring, and I like some of the cabinets. They have an applique on the cabinets to give it a bamboo look. It is an applique on the cabinets. Now, the quality level inside of here is okay. It's not the best. It's okay. And you're going to be getting something that no other RV manufacturer out there yet offers, which is a four-wheel drive short sprinter that is also all-season capable. As we move back to the Galley, it's a smaller Galley, but it's nice. They put a flip-up counter extension here, so it gives you a little bit more space. You do have a compressor refrigerator, but look at this. You've got an induction cooktop. So for those of you who are looking to get away from propane and get away from generator usage, you've got your induction cooktop there. It is a marine style sink. I'm not a big fan of these. You know me. I get it because it clears up valuable counter space. But this control mechanism here, as you can see, this is both the temperature and it's the on-off. So that's off, that's on. If it's up like this by accident, let's say and you push it, it will push it down and it will turn it on by accident. And so that's just a design thing that the manufacturer of that needs to address. A little bit of storage. You've got, positive locking drawers here, which is nice, all the way down, and you have this positive locking here. It feels a little bit flimsy. It certainly doesn't feel like the Travato, which, or even the Paseo, which had a better feel and action. Some of that stuff can be adjusted. I'm just letting you know it just feels a little bit strange. Okay, we're down a little bit lower in the Galley. And a couple things I'm noticing. This is a NovaCool compressor refrigerator. It's got this, I don't like these refrigerators where they have to put on this latch to prevent the door from flying open, which if they didn't have this latch, by the way, it would fly open because it's just a piece of flimsy plastic. You can see inside the refrigerator. It's not terribly large, but it'll do. I don't know if you can hear, but that's a compressor refrigerator on. That's one of the disadvantages of a compressor refrigerator, is that you hear it running. It's not too terribly loud, but you do hear it running. An absorption refrigerator is silent. This button, this is a Bilge Pump for the kitchen sink. I don't like it because you got to remember to use that thing to empty out the trap and the water in it. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of those. Now the kitchen also has a lot of AC outlets. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 AC outlets on this little kitchen. So plenty of AC outlets. And remember, you have an inverter on this van, which is really nice. So you can basically draw power from the batteries and convert it to 120 so you can plug in standard outlet appliances, laptops, and things like that and charge or use them. They've done something interesting with the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. Look at this. It's a bathroom. Yes, you see your toilet down there, and and you see your ventilation up here, and these are your knobs for you hook your shower hose up. But they also turned it into a giant closet with these shelves. Kind of interesting, and a wardrobe rack up there. So it kind of serves a triple purpose. It is your bathroom, it's your shower room, and it can also operate as your closet. We'll see how that goes down with customers. Now you're looking into now the bedroom / loft / garage, and the bed is above you there. And so there is a control here where you can lower the bed on this wall. You just push a button and that bed will come down. I really like this idea. It's such a great use of space because when I don't need the bed, I can lift it up and look at the size of this garage back here. You could put, some bikes. You can put definitely lots of camping gear back there. That's really cool. So if you're an outdoors type of person, this is really going to be useful for you. And I love the way you can just get the bed up out of the way. And when you need it at night, you just push a button and it lowers down electronically from the ceiling. It means you can also keep your bed made up. And just when you need it at night, you just lower it back down and you got your bedroom. That's super cool, super exciting, very ingenious on their part. Now you're inside of the garage slash bed loft area. If you notice above you, that's the bed, and that will lower down electronically when you want it. And then they've kind of blown out the sides here of the van to make rooms, because you sleep laterally. And in order to accommodate a little bit taller people, because if you remember in the Aktiv, it's also lateral and it's a little bit shorter. But here, you've actually got probably a good 2-3 inches on that side, plus a 2 inches over here. So you get quite a bit more headroom and foot room on this because of the way they kind of have blown out the side panels. There's your exterior shower down there below. You can see it's a nice location for that, easily accessible from the back rear doors. And then if you look at the bottom, you have these hooks down here as well in all the corners. So if you wanted to put some heavy items or cargo back here, no problem. You can just strap it down with the hooks. I like that a lot. I think that's cool. And back here, you've got 2 AC outlets here, and it looks like you've got another 2 AC outlets over here. And you have a DC power center as well. So lots of AC outlets back here, 2 USB charging ports up here. This is some of the mechanism for wiring harness for when the bed comes up and down. This keeps the wires all nice and tight and clean. So one little window back here that opens, probably okay for ventilation back here. Up above you is, you don't see it if I lower the bed, there is a fantastic vent fan, a roof fan in there as well, so you can get good circulation back through here. This is a great use of space though, I think. It's really ingenious on Winnebago's part. As you know, the last few weeks I've been showcasing manufacturers and their RVs that I think are really innovative and really pushing the industry forward. And the Revel is one of them, because it is a 4-wheel drive RV and because it's 4-season and it has this unique layout. I think it's just extremely innovative on Winnebago's part as they're trying to open up new markets for their products and for folks getting into adventure RVing. Well, this product certainly meets the needs of those people, and I applaud Winnebago for making it. So thumbs up to Winnebago. It's got some very nice features, not the least of which is that incredible loft bedroom slash garage in the back. But then when you add on to the fact this is 4-wheel drive, double paned acrylic windows, interior plumbing, so you're going to be able to go out into colder weather, inverter, solar panels. This is very nice. So there's a reason why I've spoken to a couple dealers. These things are selling like hotcakes. I think this particular dealer has a wait list of 60 people waiting to get this Revel from Winnebago. And you know what? I see why. So what's my final recommendation to you on the 2018 Winnebago Revel? So I can only recommend the Revel to a single person or a couple who are outdoor adventurers who need to and want to go out in winter to do outdoor adventures, because that's the real value of the Revel. Is it's a 4-wheel drive and it is winter capable because of the internal plumbing and heated holding tanks and things like that. If being out in the winter and doing outdoor activities and sports is not your thing, but you're still maybe a spring, fall, and summer outdoors type, then there are other options on the market that I highly recommend you look at, like the 4x4 option for the Roadtrek SS Agile, which is also built on the short Sprinter. It's a great layout. It's all open. I think it's much higher quality, and it's 4-wheel drive, so you're going to get all the benefits. So my final recommendation is it's only for maybe a couple or maybe a single outdoor adventure type who needs 4-wheel drive and really needs to be able to go out in the winter in their RV. If that's you, very few options on the market for you, and the Revel is one of them, and you should take a look at it. If that's not you, then there are other 4x4 options for you, and you should take a look at those options. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I'd love if you became a subscriber. It helps me continue to make great videos. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and I try to answer each and every one of them. We'll see you again next time on Ultra Mobility, your channel for Class B camper vans. Take care. Bye-bye.